Hello everybody, it's Linda and I have got another design team project to share with you. I have used the Graphic 45 Couture collection to create this altered spool that you see here, and this mini album. This is a 6x9 album. I am not showing you the entire album today because this is a design team project for Wild Orchid Crafts, and I'm only showing you the cover because that's the only place that I have used their product. And this here spool is the main part of my project. I'll be showing you how I put together the base for this using a toilet paper roll. So that tutorial for that is coming later. And let me just show you the cover of this. I used this beautiful gardenia from Wild Orchid Crafts and the leaves here, and some more of those leaves, some hip rosebuds, a feather, and this trellis rose and a tea rose and some open roses and a lily here and two lilies down there. So those are the products that I used to embellish the cover of this mini album. So let me get over to the altar spool. It's a little bit difficult to show because I have to keep it downwards. So here is also the back. I colored, this is just a cutout from the Graphic 45 Papers Couture, and I just colored the back black so that it just looks like a silhouette from the back side. And I made a banner using their little banners. I just backed them on black cardstock and glued them on a piece of string. And this is a Tim Holtz dress form. And this little bow here is from another die. I think it's a cottage. No, it's not. Sorry. It's this die. And I'll put on screen who the creator of the die is. And this is a wooden scissor from my stash and a spool that I just put some twine around, and that's a little lace flower and a 10mm rose from Wild Orchid Crafts. And here is an open rose. It's a 25mm. That's a tea rose, and that's a lily, and another lily here and here, and those are the hip rosebuds, my favorite rosebuds from Wild Orchid Crafts. I just put this cut out here around the edge of my spool, and this is also a die. I think it's Making Memories, or no, Memory Box, sorry. And down here is another wooden little sewing machine that I just painted black, a wooden button, a open rose from Wild Orchid Crafts, a metal charm, which now came loose, of course. I forgot I didn't glue it down properly. You have to use something other than your glue gun to attach these charms. At least my glue gun doesn't hold them, so need some like E6000 or something, or glossy accents and a little piece of glue from your glue gun. And this button is also from the Graphic 45 collection, and I got this from the collection. And this die here is a cottage cuts die. I'm just taking this off so it won't just fall around here. And the front side, it's like so you can see the penny farthing, and this is just a glass bottle, as you can see, with some heart beads inside, and I put a little 10mm rose on top, and here's a trellis rose and another open rose and some more lilies. And here are the hip rosebuds, some leaves from Wild Orchid Crafts, 25mm open roses, a tea rose, and a trellis rose. And this is just a charm that I got from eBay, and another little bottle. I also get my bottles and vials, not vials, sorry, vials from eBay sellers. And here's a button on the other side of that one. That's a die cut from the Graphic 45. And to make this hang, I just took a piece of a little bit thicker chipboard and I just carved a hole into it and I glue this into that. And I thought it just made the whole piece more balanced, you know, because she's leaning this way and I needed something on this side. So yeah, as you can see, I covered the toilet paper roll, and this lid can be taken off. So there's a secret room. And here's the underside of it, and I will show you a little bit more how this was made, like I said. So yeah, that's my project. If you're interested in how to put this base for this together, then just keep on watching. Otherwise, I wish you a wonderful day, and thank you so much for taking a look at my project. And thank you very much for all your kind comments. So take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Hello everybody, it's Linda, and I'm back to share another project with you. I want to alter a toilet paper roll into a spool, and which I then want to alter and decorate with the couture papers. This is my design team project for this week, so I will be showing you the finished projects first, and then if you're interested, I'll show the tutorial on how I altered the spool. So I had these two circle die cuts, and if you don't have these, you can use like your tape roll and just trace around and cut out two even circles. And the toilet paper roll most of you already have, so that's not a problem. And this is just a piece of cardboard box, and I just poke out this sorry, I just trace around my toilet paper roll roughly and cut out this a little bit smaller. As you can see here, this fits inside of this, so you need it a little bit smaller because you want it to go into your toilet paper roll and be glued, and then glue this to this. And on the bottom part, I want to be steady, so I'm just gluing this together. The top part though, I want it to be like a lid that I can take off so that I can keep something inside here. It's like a secret room dedicated to my dear friend Anna Zanero, who loves secret rooms. So yeah, let's get started. Cutting the paper the size of my toilet paper roll, and I was lucky enough to have this piece. This is from the typography collection, but it goes very well with the couture collection, so I'm just going to use this as the base for my toilet paper roll, so to cover it. And it was the perfect size already, which in my case means it's 6.5 inches more or less, or 6.25. Yeah. And of course that depends on the size of your toilet paper roll, and I need it to be 4 1/8 of an inch, I think. Wide. I'll be a little careful because you can always cut more, but you can suddenly change your mind and cut less. So yeah, that was perfect. I'm going to cover my toilet paper roll in paper before I glue my little bits and pieces together. I'm also going to cover these in paper. And for this, I'm using my ADG glue gun. You can use any kind of double-sided tape. That's that one. And for the top and bottom, I want to use this flowery sheet. This is from an 8x8 sheet from the Couture collection. And when I'm tracing my circles, I'm doing it on the opposite side, so that in case I trace wrong, I won't ruin my paper. So now my circles are covered properly on the edges, and I'll start cutting out these. What you need to do is, if you cut just on the line, you will get a slightly bigger circle, so you need to just cut just right inside, more or less. Can you see that? Now I've got my 4 pieces for those, and I want, this is going on the bottom of this, so when you take the lid off, you will see it. So that's why I want to cover this as well with the same kind of paper. To fit this, first of all, I will glue this to here, and for that I'm going to use wet glue. I'm going to put it inside here like this. Can you see that now it's not totally all the way? Let's see if my camera's got a focus mode on. Just a second. Yeah, like this. That's because now what I want to do, I want to put hot glue around the edge here, just around there. Then I'm going to, I have my craft mat. You need to have a surface that can take the hot glue without being destroyed. So first put the hot glue, put this, then use some kind of tool like a pen or something and squish it down so that it comes flush with the rest of it. So let's see if that works. I've got enough glue in here to get all the way. Okay, so my plan is that the glue will be yeah, of course, and you have to leave it. Oh, stupid me. Now that I have done this, of course, then, because this is how I work. Okay, I work by learning from my mistakes. So now that this is all good to go, of course I can see I need to cover the inside. I make the bottom pretty nice, and then the rest is like this. Oh, sometimes I can drive myself crazy. So we'll need this paper, right? it actually worked. Of course, then I would recommend you use this wet glue because that would give you more time to fiddle around with it. But you can, like I did, make it a little bit smaller, press it to one side and then press it flat. But it was not clever. Okay, so now let's fix this thing here if we can. So this then needs to be a little bit smaller too to fit as a lid. Yeah, it actually works. How cool. So I got my spool